everyone, I'm back with my Dark Winter journal. So I have a few ideas of putting some ephemera in here, and I thought we could, if you want to see what I'm going to do, we're going to go through it. So I kind of put some things in pages now that I knew I wanted to do. So on the last video, we did make this double tuck pocket here. So I wanted to put together a couple tags, and real simple, using a lot of black cardstock. So I measured out to make a bigger tag for the back, and I used a corner punch, and I had downloaded this candle, a picture of these candles in a window, and with the blue, and I just thought it was stunning. So I want to put that in, or on this tag here. And yeah, this is going to be fun. I really love this journal because it's right up my alley, literally. I love this. I love anything like kind of Halloween-y or dark Gothic. I'm not going to mention Halloween, all right? Make me pay $0.25 if I mention Halloween again, because this isn't really Halloween. It's more just Gothic. Okay, so I am going to just make this kind of simple and really get the point across of it being what it's meant to be. Okay, now I know everybody's got a different way of doing things, so but I want it to be crisp, clean, simple. That's what I'm looking to do. Like, I'm not going to decorate that any further. I just like it like that, the image, because I think of Dark Winter as being quiet. Can you imagine in the forest how quiet? I mean, you will have, the animals, and you'll hear the snow, and then you'll hear the cracking of the trees, and when you really think about it, I love it. I love that, and I just think that's so pretty there. And then, yeah, I'm just trying to think of the simplicity, the quietness, the darkness of it. So that's what I'm doing. So I pre-cut some things and got a few ideas going, at least so far. And pre-cut some things so it wouldn't take too long to see me do this. And this paper, this sheet that I got from Hobby Lobby, it's got texture. It's almost like I don't know, it's got a lot of texture to it. I want to call it like a rag paper, but I don't think it's a rag paper, but it sure feels like that. Doesn't that look pretty? Like this is perfect for Gothic. And then I have one of the images here, and I just tore across it, and I'm gonna just put that on there because I love it. So I hope you're all doing well. And Carol Laws was very happy with my pocket that I made. And what really is nice is that she is so excited about this journal too. She loves Gothic as much as I do, which I did not know that, Carol. So I am really excited about that. So there, I made this tag, and I want to put this right in here like this. Just like that. So 2 nice tags. And like I said, writing on the back of all these black tags and cardstock would be really pretty with like a silver gold pen or a white pen. So now on this page here, which, Carol, thank you for telling me this was a freebie from Amy at Crafty Cat USA. Thank you, Amy. Forgot about that, so thank you. I made, using one of the images that come now, I just backed it with cardstock, and I'm just going to glue it 3 sides and make it a tuck. And then when I figure out what to put in the tuck, we'll get back to that at another video. But right now, I'm just going to get some basic pieces of ephemera put in here, so then I can concentrate on making some other detailed things. So, and I am going to put that right here. right about there. Let me just hold that down for a second. Cover this glue up. I don't know if you noticed too, being, you know, we have the heat going, and when in the areas where it's colder, the heat, if we have your heat going, sometimes I put a heater on in my room. You know, it's very drying, and it seems like the glue, if you don't keep it covered, it seems to get stuck a lot faster than it normally would. So that's going to be a tuck in here. We'll get back to that with something good. I just love this kit so much. Oh, this is Carol's pocket that we made, or that I made. I don't know why I keep saying we. And then the tag, I put one of those background winter scenes on there and cut out the girl with a black hood walking. So she's walking in this forest here. And yeah, I don't want to put anything. I just want to enjoy this scene here. But I did make this the tuck, and then what I did was I printed out from, I think, Pinterest, yes, this foggy, dark, gloomy picture in a cemetery. And, oh, I just love it. It's so moody, isn't it? And so what I did was, and I didn't want to sew anything. I don't think I'm sewing anything in this journal. I don't want sewing. Sometimes it calls for it. Most journals you can sew in, and sometimes you just, I don't feel like it, so not this one. So what I did was run a thin bead of fabric tack glue and just glued on a rough piece of black lace fabric. So that's all I did on there, and you can draw on the back of that, and that just goes in there, because if you keep walking through these woods, you're going to come to that. So that's easy. And there's that pretty girl that lives in that cabin, that lives in this cabin. She lives here. Pretty Gothic girl. Those piercing eyes, right? Love it. Okay, on this page here, it's another image that I found. And I took some black cardstock and I ran it through an embossing folder. I think it's a Tim Holtz embossing folder. So what I wanted to do was put this down here, but make it like a tuck, and tuck these two cards in here. So first I'm going to glue this picture. I'm going to glue this picture to this page. I really want to fill it with images and poems to read. Just about winter and the darkness of it. And then, just kind of simple with the pictures and just the darkness of the kit and the winter. And let me see if I got that straight. I think I need to straighten that out a little bit, like that. Okay, and then this I want to glue on 3 sides so it can be a tuck. Like that. Oops, can't get that glued on. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to put it right about here. Right about there. And just let that glue for a minute before we tuck anything in. I love that. Looking out that window, seeing that, but look what's inside too, right? You wonder. And this just gives it some texture. And then I have these 2 tags here. I just thought they would be good in here. Something simple. Okay, and then on this one, another type of thing. This is a real dark image of a statue of an angel, and I just wanted to do, not make it a tuck here, but I kind of was thinking it would be like steps up to see that, you know, steps up like to see that, just to give it kind of a stony texture is what I'm guessing. That's what I wanted to do here, so just to give it some drama. So I'm just going to glue this on. And we'll build it up. Okay. And then I'm just going to glue that one there, and it'd be like steps going up to the statue. So what I'm going to do is glue this to the bottom of the picture first. Make sure I get that uneven. Okay. As even as I can get it, right? And then make sure that's, I know I'm not even, right? I think that's about as even as I can do. And now I can glue this all on. Okay. I don't know. I like it. It's simple, dramatic. I love it that it's dramatic, the angel part. I love that. I might add something to it, but I like the way it looks so far. It's like steps going up to see that. I might get back to that. Let's see, what do I have here? Oh, I have this printed out with some pretty blue. The forest knows old man winter well, aged wonder chatting for a spell. And I just wanted to put that on this page here. And I did ink the edges. I went around just, oh no, I didn't do it this one, did I? I don't want to see the white on the edges of anything, so just use my black soot and kind of go around it here to cover up the edges. I want to glue that on. I love when you turn a page and then you can see that like a real pretty moody image, and then read all these people that wrote these quotes and poems. I'm gonna put it right there. Okay. I'll check those edges when I get a chance, when I go back. But okay, now this, remember I had this teacup here, and I know I wanted to put something else on this page, so I found this little quote or little saying: brew me a cup for a winter's night, for the winds howl loud and the furies fight, by Mina Thomas Antrim. And so what I did was I typed it up, printed it on the same kind of paper, this paper here from Marliese, and ripped it out. I was going to glue it on there, but I wanted to make some background. So I have my Tim Holtz stencil, And what I want to do is kind of make as if, you know, the steam, more or less, something was coming out of the cup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see where my cup's going to go, which is about here. I'm going to look at this design here and lay it down there. And then I'm going to take my sponge. Hopefully I won't move it. And I'm going to just lightly go over everything here. Not super dark, but kind of this way. Like that. Let's just see what it looks like without moving it. Oh, I love it. And just a little bit more here. Okay. See, just like that. And then I'm going to glue that cup there, and it, to me, it just kind of looks like the steam's coming out. And then I want to glue this here. Oh, I love it. I love how that looks. Love it. So, and I'll use any excuse too if I can incorporate a teacup, because you know how much I love my teas. And this black one here is, I've used this image many times in other journals. So I was excited to be able to use it again. Oops. That would not have been good. Okay. All right, so let's get that lined up. Right about there. Don't you think that looks great? I love that. Now, glue this on here. I mean, that looks pretty just like that. But when I saw this quote, and I found it on Pinterest, I just had to use it. Right about there. Oh, that's so pretty. That is so pretty. I love it. What do you think? Simple, but just so pretty. I do. I love it. And this would be so pretty to journal on here. I really love these pages. Where else? Okay, this here, I got this image of these frozen roses on Pinterest. So what I did was I cut a piece of cardstock. I did my fancy little corner there. And what I was thinking of kind of doing it this way on this page here, but leaving it, like gluing it here, here, gluing this on the black, or I'm not sure. I wanted to make it like a tuck for something, I think is what I wanted to do. So I was trying to figure out how it would go. I don't want to make it a double tuck because this is just on the paper. So I could glue this onto the black, and then I can glue this down, and this, right? Yeah, I could do that. So let me get some glue on here. We'll figure this out. Something like that. So I'm going to put glue here and here to just get it on the black for now. So let me get that on there first. Something like, how about just do it? Just do it, right? Okay, here we go. This is just gluing it to the black. Now I will glue this down here and up this side. Okay, got it. Right? I think so. And before I get it in there, I can finish gluing it to the black and then up the side. And I thought it might make a nice tuck. I'm not used to working without the journal being sewn in, but I must tell you that I am liking it though. Carol does that, Carol Laws. So I really, it's very freeing to work on it before I sew it in. So I think this is the first time I've ever done that. And I do think it's a good choice. It's maybe not everyone's choice or not every time, but we'll make something to tuck in there, so I like that. Haven't thought anything yet here. That's so pretty. That's the middle. I love that. That's the middle there. Okay. And let's see, what else have I got going here? Okay, here's another belly band here with one of the images. I backed it with cardstock, and this was another part of the image. I glued that on, so I'm just going to glue it 3 sides, make it a tuck, and then we'll make something to go in there as well. Just getting some basics down, some basic things, trying to use what's in the kit, and then once I get the basic pieces down, then concentrate on making, you know, the like tags and things that go inside. But I do have a few pieces we can work on. Okay, there's that. And then, okay, so here, remember I said I was going to make another flip pocket tuck like Carol Laws showed. So here's my other one I did for this, that second half of the journal. I made it out of this paper here, which I think was Tracy's. I made a pocket, and so I have some things to go with it. So let's work on that. So here's another one of those images, and what I want to do is just glue it here, just for decoration. But see, that's fun to do. Like I said, if you buy a kit and you want to look for more papers to incorporate with the kit, look through your stash of digitals, because you'll always find papers from other kits that will go. Usually kits that are from the same maker can go together, but I mean, I think I've used papers out of a few different kits, and it works. It works. So Amy's freebie, some of Marlise's freebies, Tracy's. Okay, I like that. Okay, and then I'm going to leave that plain journal on that side. It'll be hidden journal. Here I wanted, this is just part of the kit. I have these iridescent black flat back beads here, and I put 2 on the end there, and what I wanted to do is glue this slightly on each side, and I took one of the tags and a piece of the ephemera in the kit as well and glued that paper over that, and that'll be a little tuck. So the trick is to just use the ever so slight amount of glue on these 2 edges here, if that's even possible that I can do this. So let me get that on there. I'm going to put it about here. Let that glue, and then am I going to be able to tuck that? Yes, with no problem. Okay. So I'm going to let it dry for a minute first. And then the tag to go in it, I've already pre-measured my tag, did my fancy little punch. This was another image that I got. I cut it down, ripped the top. Dusk lured me to the sleeping woods to rest in winter's silence by Angie Wyland Crosby. So I'm just going to glue that on the tag, and that's going to be the tag that goes in here. Okay. So I hope you're liking this little kind of unusual type of journal with this theme. Like I said, I haven't seen anybody else really do this type of journal. I kind of looked around and I haven't really seen it, so, but I was definitely inspired by Lisa from Isla and Alice, so. And I found her because actually one of my good friends, hi Chickley, she gifted me a beautiful Halloween journal from Lisa on Isla and Alice, and that's how I found out about her and started following her, and she has a passion for Halloween as well. Isn't that just a pretty tag? I just love that. So that's going to go in here. I love the touch of the moody bluish color that is throughout this journal, instead of it just being black and white and gray. There's the browns, and then we've got the hints of blues in there. And yeah, so there's that page and that flip. Okay. Now this was just an image of a rose, and I thought it would just be pretty on this page here for journaling. So real simple, but I thought it was so pretty. I want to add that to the page just for some interest. I could keep the glue on the paper. Oh. And isn't it funny how, I don't know, I chuckle at myself. I know I'm not the only one, but I chuckle because it seems I go from one extreme to the other on what fancies me at the time, right? What I mean by that is, okay, I just worked on that beautiful Flower Shop Ledger journal that I used Joey Cardmaker's kit. And it was so pretty and floral and French, and oh, I just love it. And then I take a right turn, and here I am in dark Gothic winter. But that's how I roll. I think a lot of us, I mean, some of us, I take it back. Some of us do this, but not everybody. I've seen other gals on YouTube, and they kind of stick with that theme, like a theme of what they like to do. And which is great. I think it's great because they're so good at it. I guess I have so many ideas in my head and things that catch me that I'm constantly squirreling off. Like if something catches my eye, I have to do that. And then I'm happy with that. And then sometimes I know my next ideas and sometimes I don't. And then I think I'm going to go to this next idea and somebody gives me another idea and then I go through that. But you know what? That's how I like to do it. I like to try different things. I like to make different things. I like to have different ideas, different techniques, you know, things like that. I don't know. Maybe someday my taste will change and I'll work on one type of thing. But I don't know. I think I might get bored. So these three shaped cards came in the kit, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with these. But I was thinking, well, you could make kind of like 3 tucks. If I staggered them like this, I don't know. I mean, you could do that and then make them tucks, or I also thought that maybe you could put them here on the end of a page. Let me just see how this goes. See, I'm not sure what to do with these yet, but here's my ideas. Put them on the edge, put them with and make them each flip out. But then, I don't know. So I'm not quite sure what to do with these yet. So I guess I'm not going to do anything with them yet. But I want to do something fun with those. So I'm going to leave them there and think about it. So I'll just leave them in here because I know I want to probably put them on this page here. Okay, here's something fun. Now remember I saved that the foil off the top of a wine bottle, right? And here's some more of that wallpaper that I used to make the cover with, right? So on this page here, this is what I'm gonna do. I took a piece of black cardstock and I folded it, and I was thinking, okay, well, something's got to flip. I need a flip thing. So this is what we're going to do. I have some writing paper, I have my seal, and I have a piece of this wallpaper here. So what I did was I took one piece, I cut it to where I measured here, and I cut it. So when you have this on here, it's going to look, the whole image is here. I just cut it in half at the spot that I needed it to be cut at, okay? So, okay, bear with me. So we're going to glue this piece on first. And this is the wallpaper. I hope if you have some wallpaper, you'll go through it and pull some out and use it in your journals. Or if you can get your hands on some old wallpaper books from your local paint store, I think that would be great. And then, you know, don't not take a book just because you think it's modern, and, you know, you've got to look at it through the eyes of, could that be used in a journal? You know, even if you use the smallest piece, like remember for the Valentine card, the ephemera holder I made, I had that one piece of wallpaper that had those lips on it, and I just cut the lips out, and I mean, that was so fun. I really enjoyed that. So, and like I used the pink wallpaper to line the journal in the flower shop journal. So see, it's going to be like a continuation. So let me get that glued on. I already cut, measured, and inked. So I wouldn't bore you with that. All right. Okay, so I'm going to glue this on here, and I want to make sure it matches right to the edges here of the paper. There we go. So as you can see, the image, it's one complete image here. But I am going to use this and put it here as the lift. And I think that's very goth looking, very Gothic looking. So I am going to put that on with my fabric tack. And I'm just going to put it on halfway here, like that. I'm going to put that on there. And then when you lift this up, there's going to be writing spaces here to write on. So it's like a secret journaling spot. And I already pre-cut these. So it's a very simple piece of ephemera, but very effective with the wallpaper and that wine bottle seal. Foil, I mean. Don't you think? I just want to make sure you don't see the paper. Okay. So we've got that piece on there, and then I'm going to put this piece on here. Okay, I'm just going to lift this up here. Get this on. Like that. So that would be it. And then I just want to use my bone folder to give it a nice score. And so it's not popping up. That still has to dry. And when you lift it up, okay, so what I'm going to do is glue it to this page here. I'm going to glue it right here on this page here. Okay. I think I'm going to use my fabric tack because it's a bigger piece. And we'll be here all day if I use my small bottle. So let me get that on here. Okay. Right about there. Just gonna screw this on. I'm not going to try to move that because that's got to set up, but then lift it up and you have two journaling spots here. I like how that looks. I'm happy with that. Over here I have another pretty winter poem, Dark Winter. This was longer. It came in the kit as well, and I just cut it down and inked around it, and I'm going to put it down here as a tuck on this page here. And I'm sure I can put in a couple more tags in there when I get to it, but I know I wanted to put this in there, and I just did my little fussy thing on the side there and inked around the edges. You could still write here if you wanted to write. You could still write, but this is a tuck to put this in. I'll probably put another tag in there. So let me I'll leave that out for a second. Let that dry. And I think I only have, this is the last page here, and once again, it was one of the images of her. I put it on the cardstock. Another one of the images, I put that on a cardstock, and I did glue that, and I thought it would look really pretty here if I glue just here, here, from here to here, and up here, and that'll be a tuck. So there and across the bottom, okay? Just like that. I'm going to put it on this back page here, like that, and hold that down for a second. And I'll have to figure out what I'm going to tuck in there, but that's okay. There. So let's quickly go through. We did the tags. Double tag for here, like that. like that. Tuck, we have to make something for that. Carol's pocket flip tuck. Made that card for that. We have that. Made this a tuck here. Did that. Put that there. Oh, love my teacup. Teacup there. That's nice. Tuck spot here. And tuck spot here. The other flip with the card, the tag. Okay. Put roses. Don't know what to do with these yet. Oh, okay, made this fun hidden tuck spot here with the wallpaper. Made our tuck here. Could put more things in there. And then the tuck spot back here. Okay, that's as far as I got. She's starting to get chunky, and I like that. So it's a nice, getting nice and full, but we still have lots more we can do in there. So thanks for hanging with me, and I'll see you next time when we make some more ephemera for our dark winter Gothic journal. Thanks, friends. Take care. Bye.